Okay, so things you will need to reject the carburetor: a flathead screwdriver, 8mm spanner for this bike, and a new main jet. You also might want some carbon throttle cleaner like I've got over here. Just here. We're going to use that in a sec, if I can find the fucking straw. Okay, so first things first, you want to turn the fuel off, which is on this bike, it's on the left. It's this little tappet just here. Just turn it halfway, and then that stops the fuel from coming out. Then you undo this little cable that connects from that to the carb. Just gently pull it off, and it should piss everywhere. Well, shouldn't piss everywhere, as a joke. Now, from this side, you just want to unlatch the spark plug cable, the HT lead, to like from there. Just unlatch it like I did there. Then you grab your 8mm, just here. Now you do these in any order you like. I'm going to start with the top so it's easier for you to see. Then I'll speed it up. Okay, once you've got both of those manifold things on, you might have an EGR valve just here, connect just there. See where I've put the little pin and the glue? I took my cylinder head off that had the EGR valve, and it was basically just causing an air leak, causing it to spit a lot, so making a sneezing noise. So I just glued around that with a pin inside it so it can't actually get any air out of it. But you'd take that off now anyway if you did have one. Then what you need to do, slowly and carefully unscrew. There's a little throttle just there, you might not be able to see it. Then you just slowly pull it up, and there's your carb off. So for the next step, we need to try not to get petrol everywhere. With a posi drive screwdriver, so that goes there. Posi drive screwdriver should be in here somewhere. Nope. There we are. Okay. Now, there are 3 screws holding it in. One's just there. I'm undoing now. Oh, by the way, if you are still connecting it to an airbox, you will also have to undo it from the airbox using a similar fashion, although I replaced mine with a chrome air filter a while ago. So, I don't really pay attention to airboxes anymore. They're not that good. Okay, just make sure that you don't drop the screw like I did. Just make sure you put it somewhere that you can see and that you can remember. Okay, then do the same with the others. God damn it. Okay, then there's one last one. And hopefully it doesn't piss petrol out all over my hands, because I've got a nasty cut. For God's sake. I'm just going to turn it upside down. I wouldn't recommend this because it pisses petrol everywhere. It's the only way for me to get to... Damn it, that stings. It's the only way for me to actually get to the screw. Yeah, that's another thing, don't smoke when you're doing it. If you do, you'll have a very bad day. Then when that's off, just take that out. Now you see this one just here? Just here. That's the one that we need to change. Okay, so we need to grab flathead, put that in there, literally just give it a twist. Now bear in mind, if the emulsifying tube, which is this thing, comes out with it, you will need to get some pliers if it's fairly stiff, and just detach it from the main jet so you can change the main jet. But this is my new 95 jet. I'm sizing down because it was running way too rich and actually causing starting problems with 100. Just give it a little click. For example, these are just a basic rundown of what they are. This is the bowl. This is the main jet emulsifying tube, pilot jet, mixture screw, float. Basically, it's a very crude way of being able to meter the amount of fuel going to the engine. You have to admit it's quite ingenious though. And basically in reverse, you just do it all up again. That's the wrong screwdriver. They don't call me that dumb guy for any reason. Yeah. Okay, I'm going to have to grab the other one of the bolts for a sec. It fell off down here. Well, fell off my seat and rolled just here. And yeah, now it's basically the reverse process. Only for the reverse process, what we're going to do is we're going to put the throttle cable in first, which is this part just here. It's the little metal needle valve, I think it's called. Okay, on this carb, you want it to be short side facing you if you're on this side, rather than long side, because on the inside there are two little, well, you'll find out it'll only go in one way, and if you start it up and it seems like it's revving really high, that's because you put it in the wrong way. Just turn it 180 and put it back in. Admittedly, turn the fuel off first and turn the engine off first, unless you want to have a bad day. Okay, so it should go in somewhat like that, around about there somewhere. Just give it a little bit of a shake, and then it should go in nice and smoothly. See how on the inside it's you might not actually be able to see that, and on the inside it's gone all the way down. If you look carefully, it will actually respond with the throttle now, and the throttle will snap back instead of it only being able to do there, like you will if you get it the wrong way. It'll be able to do that, like all the way. Okay, so that's a sign of you've done that one right. Now you just push that gently back into place. Now the fun part is getting the bottom bloody thing on. Actually, first we'll thread this, which is the overflow. We'll thread that back through, down, because it doesn't go anywhere. It's just the overflow. It's basically bypass it just pissing onto the engine really. So just a little favour so that it doesn't get a kink in it. If it gets a kink in it, it won't be able to act as a proper overflow, because all of the fuel will just basically collate there and then just build up. Nice day today, seeing as it was only, what, 2 weeks ago when we had snow. Okay, so once you've got those nice and tight, might take you a few tries like it took me. Once you've got those nice and tight, you literally just you connect the fuel line back up. I'll show you how to do that. Only you also want to hook that just there, you see, so it doesn't hit the engine and it doesn't start to melt the cable. It's a high temperature cable though, so should be fine. Okay, oh yep. Now, it's pretty much the reverse process of what we did at first shot. You find the throttle cable, not throttle cable, the fuel line to the carb, and you just put that over. Then you put this little doody little clip just there on. Then you tin the fuel back on, and there we go. There you have it. If it doesn't piss fuel, you've done it right. And if it does piss fuel, you need to go and rewatch this video because you've done something wrong. But if you do have an EGR valve, you're going to need to reconnect the EGR valve. It should be about there. See how I've got the blank bracket just there. EGR valve used to go there, but now I no longer have one because I removed the cylinder head that actually supported an EGR valve. And it's time to pack things away and test her out. Okay, time to fire her up. Just getting on it just in case. Might take, there we go. And yeah, basically all I need to do now is adjust the mixture screw at the bottom that I pointed out earlier, and I should have her running fairly well.